Welcome back to Is the Juice Worth the Squeeze? I'm Jim,
I'm Kyle.
and as you see in front of us is a lot of Weller. Weller is a Buffalo Trace brand, and they have quite a variety of these bottles. Like from the special, let me show you these. These are old. These are like 2014, 2015 bottles that I've had, and just because I still have them doesn't mean I haven't killed any of these because I know I killed a few of those
Yeah,
and all the way down the line.
pretty much.
We are missing the single barrel, but we
Yeah.
put the WLW in its place.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah,
We'll have to track one down one of these days.
eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, if secondary wasn't so expensive on it and having it previously a few times, being a single barrel, it's always a different flavor. It's not nothing matches. The first time I had it, it was amazing. I think
Yeah.
I've had it like 3, 4 times since then, and I think retail's a good price for it.
There you go. Heard it from him first.
So sorry that we're starting with that bottle, but it's not here. So
Yeah, it is what it is. Like I said, we can revisit it or I mean, you've had it 4 times. And
I'm
like
sure
I
you'll
said,
get it someday.
a single barrel is hit and miss anyway, right?
It is.
I mean, it's a single barrel and it's just one blend and that's it. I mean, it is what it is. You can get different from barrel to barrel, so
And we also want to apologize in advance if you hear thunder or the lights start flickering. We are in the middle of a thunderstorm.
yeah, it's pretty windy.
And
50-mile-an-hour winds right now.
You may hear kids in the background. We're trying to keep them quiet. They're chilling in the basement away from the storm.
Yep.
So we want to crack into first.
Well, you choose.
I think we should kill the old bottle.
All right, let's do it.
I mean, this one seems to have twist top, which these two are, that's a cork. So they've changed the bottle design for sure. It's thick. 107 proof. I don't remember what the age statement is, but if you find these old bottles and they're still sealed, I know they have quite a bit higher secondary than the new bottle style.
So 107?
This is 107.
Wow. Never seen this at your house. Been hiding it or what?
I have.
Yeah, figures.
Well, actually, let me preface it with this. This bottle, and I had a 12 in the same format. I combined to make Poor Man Pappy,
Nah, I gotcha.
and you've had that. So I don't recommend it. I mean, it was cool to do, but
A one-off thing.
I think both bourbons, their own way, are better. Especially after having Pappy, it's not even really that close.
So Weller's just a weeded lineup, is it not?
Yes, it is the weeded lineup out of Buffalo Trace. It's basically a cousin to the Van Winkle
Right.
line because rumor is, I haven't confirmed it. There really haven't seen people denying it. Is if a barrel does not meet the Van Winkle specifications, they don't feel it lives up to what they want to bottle, it goes into the Weller family.
Like for the BTAG collection?
No,
No?
like these,
Just these right here.
these, yeah.
So the age statements might not be true? Is what you're saying?
These age statements here are like really off the wall. Like you get 12 year, and then this was 4 year. Like, it makes no sense. It's definitely a darker bourbon. It's got a ton of oak in it, so at least 4 years is what they say. So I really feel like as you age, it goes down the line.
Oh, lights are starting dimming already. Now we've compared the 107 to another one we like. That was it, a Castle and Key 7,
Yes,
wasn't it? And it's the Castle and Key 7 was right up there with this 107. So
and
and it's easier to find.
and if you're newer to bourbon, I highly recommend going with weeded, like just to get
Wow.
bad, just to be able to see what it's like. Like that's a softer palate, I'd say.
It is. If you can't hear that in the background, it is whipping rain and very windy. I already lost the canopy. Oh, lights just flickered, guys, and see what happens going forward here. I lost the canopy off my hot tub already. Um, not very good. It's supposed to blow over here within like 20 minutes.
Perfect opportunity to drink some bourbon.
Yeah, I mean we're in the basement, so we are safe. If we do need to get out of here, we can real quick to the right there. So we are okay. But if we stop real quick, it is what it
Yeah,
is.
we'll pause the video
Yeah.
and restart it when we have light.
it's
So let's hit this Weller 12 before it gets crazy.
I'm curious to see if my flagpoles are still up in the front yard. So the Weller 12.
Get more oak out of it. A little more caramel, whereas I was getting cinnamon off of this one.
And this is a 12 year.
Yeah.
Age 12 years.
It's smooth for 12.
It is, and if you could find it for SRP,
It's a buy.
it's a buy, right?
I think we bought these for about 100.
I did. Both three of mine I bought. One was at retail, and the other two were right at I think about 100. So not bad at all. I know the price on the 12 is coming down.
It is.
I mean, it has come down a lot.
Yeah, where I believe this has more of a secondary value than the 12, but I didn't mark it that way because I haven't really looked at recent sales.
Right. Yeah, and then foolproof is coming down too. I mean,
Full
unless
proof is
you
down
have,
to the Weller 12 price, like
yeah,
secondary.
it's
The things that are still sitting high is CYPB and
well, this
Single
was at
barrel.
500 to CYPB at one
it's at
point.
about 300 now.
At 300 now, so
Yeah.
it's coming down.
And single barrel was at 750, and I watched it sit at 600. Now it's sitting around 400, 420.
So it's all coming down, which is good for all of us, right? Because everybody wants a chance to get at these and drink them, and
Incredibly smooth, the 12 year.
it's good. It is a fantastic pour. It's a 12 year. I mean, what else can you say about it? It's a staple for Weller. It really is, right? So
And I really never appreciated the special reserve until I went on my tour with Freddie. And the way he tells you how to nose it and taste it, I was like, wow, this is better than just a cocktail bourbon, you know? So we're going to keep rolling down the line. We've got a store pick out of MC's, Wine and Liquor. That, I think, is in Tennessee.
you and your Tennessee ones,
Well, this is from our buddy Richard.
ah,
He brought it to the last fantasy football draft.
oh, and he left it. What a nice guy. So what's your favorite bottle out of Weller? Let's go there. We're going to go there.
CYPBs have been hit or miss. So they're almost on the same line as single barrel. And I've always liked 12 a little bit more than 107, but as my palate matures and we've had so many more options
Right.
in our, I think 107 is just, it's the right proof. It's good age. Harder to get for some reason.
I like that. I like the Weller 12. I really do for the price. If you can find it, that's the
Yeah.
problem, right? CYPB, another one. Be honest, it's not my favorite out of the Weller lineup. One, it's hard to get. Two, it's just, I don't know.
So the story behind CYPB, and you probably don't even know this, they let the consumers make
Oh, I know.
the blend.
I know. Yeah, you can go on there, you can pick your own blend and you submit it, and they, out of all the users, this is what they created.
Right.
Yeah. And they do it every so often, right? I think once a year or something, they let a consumer dictate what CYPB is going to be.
You're right. And so every year when they release it, it is a different blend. I think that's a 2023 bottle, if I'm not mistaken.
Man, that foolproof is nice.
And I've seen a lot of people looking for it lately.
That is nice.
Plus, it's a store pick, so it ups the ante a touch.
A little bit, right? Because you know you're getting that nice, good barrel. They picked it out. It's legit.
Yeah, you're getting the caramel, the vanilla, touch of cinnamon, nice oak.
Good flavor.
Yes.
Nice full flavor, right?
Yes.
It's full. I know it's full proof, but it got a full flavor palette too. Smooth. Super smooth.
I'll let you keep talking. I gotta see what this is all about.
Yeah, it's like I said, guys. We have bad storms coming through, and
Wife's at work. She wants to make sure everybody's okay. Before she calls and cuts into the video.
107 is one of my favorites. It's become slowly a favorite of mine. Problem again is unless you get in special reserve, we can't find this stuff like readily available around here.
Exactly.
And then if you are, you're paying, if not close to secondary, just under secondary,
Right.
and it's
$100
not.
$100 was a steal for us when we found it because it was going for $250 a bottle at the time.
Yeah, and I think I picked up a Weller 12, a foolproof, and something else with that for, I think it was $300 for 3 bottles or something.
I thought it was a CYPB.
Well, yeah, but I picked up, what did I pick up? 2 Weller 12s?
2 12s and a CYPB. Have you had a foolproof?
Yeah, it's down here.
Okay.
Yeah, I do have one. Yeah, we cracked it the one night.
Okay,
We're sitting down here.
I got this one here, and I think I have still 2 more different store picks at the house.
Yeah, I did. Maybe it was an Eagle Rare store. It was something. I picked up 3 bottles for a couple $100, and I thought it was a pretty good deal at the time, especially since this was still going for about $500 to CY. So, and I don't like to flip too much, and I know we discussed this a lot.
So here's a funny story. I walked into Binny's because I knew they had a Weller drop because everybody is posting online that they got the antique store pick. So I'm like, all right, let me walk in and see if they have it. And the lady's like, really cool. She goes, yeah, I can take care of you. Next thing she they go to the back to get it because it's kind of the things that they do. And puts it in a bag, comes up, rings it up. I pay for it. I didn't even know what I was buying. I get in the car, and I'm like, oh, it's a foolproof. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I was hoping for the antique because I haven't had a store pick of an antique, and I think I might have one at home.
Yeah.
If now that I'm thinking about it. So I thought it was kind of cool to know that they had more than one pick out that nobody really knew about. What are we getting into next there, the CYPB?
I think we just go ahead, yeah. This is an 8-year.
Power's still on.
Yeah, 8 years, bottle at 95 proof. Like I said, I picked this one up on a whim from a grocery store. And actually, you had picked up something local to us.
I did.
And then I found a 3-pack somewhere else, and it was like, I tried to one-up you because...
I want to say I picked up the 12 and the foolproof there. And you had picked up, you went in and they had the CYPB there
with everything else.
12s.
I think it was. I think it was a foolproof, a 12, and a CY. I think that I picked up all 3 at that time. So, just, sometimes you luck out.
Walk in and it was hanging out in the display case. I'm like,
yeah, that's odd.
I said, how do I get this? And they're like, let me find somebody with the key. Are you sure you want that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want all of it.
Yeah. Because when you see it for that price around here, you just pick it up.
Right.
I mean, it's not even a question.
And
you
then,
don't question.
And then I went back and talked to the manager a few months later trying to get some pappies from him.
Oh, God, I remember that.
And then he's
5
like,
times the price.
yeah, it was, what,
$7.99.
$700 and $800
Yeah.
for the old Rip and a Lot B. And I had to explain to him, I'm one of those people, you tell me you have Pappy and it doesn't start with 15, you don't have Pappy. So for all you new people, Old Rip Van Winkle is a 10-year Van Winkle product. It's not Pappy. And Lot B is not a Pappy. It's a Van Winkle product also. Yes, they are in the same family, but in order to get that Pappy name, it starts at 15. You get 15, 20, 23, think they have a 25.
Did they have a 25?
I think it's.
I've never seen a 25 at all.
Well, not in person.
I haven't even seen them ever try to.
It comes in a special box. It sings
Really?
to or something.
It sings to you.
I might have added that part, but let's get into the CYPB. Seemed like the storm kind of went away.
I think it was only supposed to last.
We're getting thumbs up. So.
Yeah, we got a thumbs up from the kids over here that it's gone. So that's good.
It's the hottest one so far.
You think so?
I can feel it. On
Look
the
at
roof of
that.
my mouth.
Look at your glass. I mean, it is just look at that.
Yeah, and
Look
since
at
we're
the
using
hang.
all new glasses
Yep.
tonight, I don't know if you guys can see it.
I don't know. Yeah, it is
It's like
legit.
sticky.
But you know what? I don't know if it got better sitting underneath there for so long. I don't know, but it does taste pretty good.
It does. I mean, all these bottles that are open here have probably been sitting for almost a year since we cracked them. This was
At least.
this was cracked in August. So
I think this one we didn't taste that one, but that was just cracked recently.
why are we stopping? I mean, we can taste. We can compare the old and the new,
Might as well.
like Freddie.
Might as well. I mean, we only did a couple ounces, so it's not like it's. So this is again. This is you guys picked this bottle. Everybody did. If you went on their website and put a recipe in that you want it, and this is it.
And
So,
Buffalo Trace regularly releases the special reserve, like in store, in the shop, the gift shop. Occasionally, you'll walk in and they'll have a gift basket of this, gift basket of this, a gift basket of that. I think I even seen that, and a single barrel in the last 6 months.
Christmas time, they
Yep.
release a lot of good stuff there.
Or holidays that people don't really think about as holidays, like Mother's Day, Father's Day.
Well, Father's Day is a holiday.
I'm just saying more of the minor holidays that you wouldn't get the day off work for.
That's when they release the good stuff, though.
And it all starts around like those holidays that I'm talking about, but I think it starts just before Thanksgiving. So in between Halloween.
Yeah. Very good. I mean, all the bottles we've had
And
tonight is.
there is another bottle missing that I've had a couple pours of. It's
What's
the
that?
Daniel Weller.
Yeah, we don't have that.
And
one.
those are 375s. Those are half the size. And
Go for a lot more.
oh, yeah, I think they're up there with the William price.
It's a decent pour.
So William LaRue Weller retails at $150.
yeah.
If you get lucky enough to either win
Grab
the
it.
raffle
Yeah,
or
or grab it.
find it, or you have that relationship with your liquor store.
Yep.
And then secondary, I think, is around 1,300.
Still around 1,300.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the more expensive ones out of the BTAC
I
collection,
believe it is.
right?
And we're no strangers to BTAC. I probably have had pours out of all of them for the last 4 or 5 years,
Yeah. Yep.
which that's all you need. And then like
Yeah.
something like this where you have it here, you enjoy it with friends that don't have that luxury of being able to get it.
Right. It's a good bottle. I know we did. We'll discuss that later in another video for BTAC because we'll do just a BTAC tasting, but really underperformed for the Weller last time.
Well, that's a 2024 bottle, I
Yeah.
believe. I no, maybe that's 23.
I don't know. We would have to
I
look.
think we
it up.
had it the day after Thanksgiving,
We did.
so it might be a 23 bottle.
Nah, it was this year though.
Was it?
Yeah, it was this year.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a 24 bottle. Yeah, that's a 24
Yeah,
bottle.
it does come out about a couple weeks before Thanksgiving.
It does, yeah. That's a 24 bottle. It's not bad. It's great. It's just I thought the other BTAC bottles that we had that night were a little better.
Which were Stag and Handy.
Yeah, and Stag was phenomenal. I mean, you
George
can't go
T.
wrong
Stagg.
with you can't go wrong with that. So
Every year I've enjoyed that pour.
yeah, that's
Rinsing glasses, rinsing palettes. we're gonna hit these special reserves. I think we're gonna leave the WLW for another night.
I think that's for the BTAC night.
When we do a
yeah,
BTAC
BTAC
night.
yeah.
Just want to throw it up there because we had it, and it is a Weller. We had no intentions of going this deep into this tonight, but
No, I think we were going to stop at 2, but storm kicked in, got nasty outside. You might as well drink. Well, what else are you going to do? Finally got to go in my pool today.
lucky.
Yeah.
How was a baseball game?
Yeah, I got to go in the pool today, and it was nice. It was nice out there.
So, retail on these. I think I'm going to ask a kid to help out and read the board. But this is about $30. This special reserve. They recently raised it from 22 at the distillery. 22, it's a buy all day. $30, it's if there's something better, I'm spending my $30 on that.
Man, that thing is $49 at a local liquor store right now.
It's
and
been
people,
sitting on the shelf for almost 2 years there.
But people go in there and buy it. I know somebody walked in and bought a couple, and I was like, 49.
So here's a good story for you. Since we're talking that, our first episode was Blanton's, and I said we got a store by us that has it on the shelf for 160 constantly,
Yep.
160, 165, and you walk in there and the shelf's empty. I'm like, they had to pull it out to make people think they're buying it, and somebody's buying it. I found the guy that's buying it. It's my son's band director. He said they don't ever see it in Wisconsin, and he doesn't know how to do the secondary thing where you can find it from somebody local. So he goes and buys it to bring it back to his friends in Wisconsin.
Get out of here.
I'm like, stop buying it. He'll lower the price.
Oh, my God. Hopefully he's getting something for buying so many bottles.
I don't think he is.
From that place right up here?
I don't think he's getting anything from them.
Oh, my God.
He's just doing it out of the goodness of his heart.
Guys, we talked about Blanton's earlier. That's not... You got to get that for SRP. I'm sorry.
$100 tops.
Yeah, you got to keep it under 100, guys, because they raised the prices at the
They
distillery
did.
for
I
that.
think it's up to 75 at the distillery.
Yeah, and I've seen it for 84 at Jewel, at a local grocery store, and that's not bad. But
If
you're buying 160, come on, guys, come on.
If Jewel has it at 84, they probably have a coupon on it too.
You could buy 6.
Yeah.
You had to buy 6 ones. Yeah.
All right, so what one you got? The new one or the old one?
I have the old one.
All right, let me swap.
I have the old one.
Wow.
It
It's
smells delicious.
this is don't shoot the messenger, but this is probably up there with these bottles where that age, and I probably opened this back in 2016, 2017. So if it's
syrupy.
it's got some oxidation going on.
Oh, it does. Yeah,
But
for sure, 100%. But you know what? It's very light. It's smooth.
and it's sticking to the glass.
It still has some stickiness to it. Still has great flavor. I mean, great flavor.
Right. And I did not appreciate this bottle.
No?
Not at all. It was a cocktail mixer. And I regret doing that because this is better than a cocktail mixer.
This is good for what it is. What you pay for this back then? Was it $20?
Probably about that, yeah. 'Cause
Bourbon prices, guys.
I'd walk in and buy all
believe
three
that?
at the same time and buy it once a month.
You believe that? $20. Look at what we come to.
This was 30, and I think 12 that I have was 35 or 40.
You know how to stop getting bourbon prices that high? Stop buying it that high. And they'll eventually have to come down for us to buy it.
There's too much of a demand nowadays. That's why we have a YouTube channel.
I know, but at the same time,
That's why we have viewers like you
yeah.
looking to see what's a good price to pay.
But, I mean, honestly, we can all do ourselves a favor with this, too. I mean, everybody wants to get these BTACs and, you know, the full lineup of Weller, and I'm sure a lot of you do have them already because of, you know, before the, you know, bourbon hit the high side, you guys already probably had 3, 4, 5, 6 bottles deep, and you know you offload a whole set for a lot of money, and you know you made some money off it.
I want to say the whole set from not that, but
Yeah.
single barrel through here. So the 6 bottles is going for 2,300 right now, and back 2-3 years ago it was almost 5.
Yeah, see, I mean,
So
it's 4 times, almost 4.5 times, right?
great pour.
It is a great pour.
I
That
have to
was a good
share
pour.
that with some friends.
That's
I
fantastic
might
pour.
have to take that with for Memorial Day.
Yeah, I have a bottle or 2 I was gonna bring for for Memorial Day.
Now
See, maybe this is fresh compared to what it's
we
been
just
sitting,
had what we just had.
right? So here, because that's fresh cracked, right? I'm gonna go out of video real quick. This is not fresh cracked. This has been sitting there for a while. As you can tell, somehow the cap didn't seal, so we put a cork in it. That's been oxidized. That's been sitting for a while.
Yes, that's cocktail mixer now.
But I just had this before you came over. Tasted fine. It tasted great. Because I was just looking for something to chill, and then you're like, "Hey, we're doing videos, or what are we doing tonight?" And I was like,
Because the storm's coming in, and I got home from the baseball game, and I was
"Now
like,
this smells more potent, more you get that
it smells
more
hot.
high. Yeah, it
Smells hot.
Got the hotness to this one compared to the one that you have that's been sitting for 10 years." I think it's missing the flavor of your 15 or that older bottle.
I feel like this has more oak character to it,
It
and it tastes older.
it does. I don't.
Not. Let's clear this up right now. Just because it's been at my house for 10 years doesn't mean it's aged
Age,
that
yeah,
long.
it doesn't age at all.
Once it goes in the bottle,
It's
aging
done.
stops.
Yeah, it's done. Yeah,
And
we
I,
know that. We're well aware. But if you taste this, I'll take the your right bottle all day long.
hell yeah.
I mean, twice on Sunday. This is not even a comparison right now. So what changed?
And now you got me sitting here thinking I wish we did side by side with the antiques.
Oh, we should have.
But now we've got a dead soldier.
Damn it.
Nice looking bottle.
Yeah, I don't think. I think we killed my
That is
antique.
yours.
Oh shit! That is mine.
We didn't kill it yet.
Not yet.
Still got a weekend. Got a weekend ahead of us.
Yeah.
Could kill it today, but we're not going to.
No.
Because we're here drinking these for you, the viewers.
These are so I would think let's go down the line real quick. $30, yeah, buy it.
Yeah, I would buy it at $30.
Probably maybe 35-ish right there.
I-
And it's good. It's a good cocktail mixer too.
It's a great cocktail mixer. However, if you're gonna spend retail's 30 or 29, I think. Prices I went and found were on Ohio Liquor.
So that bottle from the distillery I just bought when we went to see Morgan Wallen in Tennessee.
Hey, he's got a new album coming out. I'm
At-
the problem.
Tonight.
In about 2 hours.
Yeah, it's about to be downloaded. Big Morgan Wallen fan. But
Fans.
32 at the
Yes.
distillery.
Yes.
So if you're looking for that, that's great. Big,
Easy.
easy
find.
peasy. This one, we're looking at what? Probably,
We need a kid over here to tell us what we wrote down.
was it 100?
Retail, secondary?
Secondary's 100 on that?
Secondary is probably 125-ish.
107? What do you got there, kid? 107. Antique 107.
130. So 125, 130.
$60 for MSRP.
60 MSRP.
130.
So I would I
I
would
keep it at 100. I would.
with as hard it as it to get, I would almost go the 130 if it's a bottle you need for a lineup. If you can get it for 100, 110 and throw a couple beers in with it, it's a buy. Like, if you can divide up that money somehow.
Or I just take the Castle Key at 7.
Castle Key, I think, was what, 50 or 55?
Yeah.
So
We did a side by side. Guys, don't try it once and just tell me.
do a blind.
Do a
Because that's what I
blind.
did to him.
Do a blind and be like, what one's better? Now, we all have different taste buds. So, maybe my buds that day were like, oh, let's lean this way. I don't know. But 107 is one of my favorites. I've told you guys that, right? So,
That's why the bottle's almost gone.
exactly. It's one of my favorites. I was just shocked that night you did it to me. You're like, here, try this. I was like, this is really good. This is Antique 107. I see my bottle's out. And he goes, no, it wasn't. No, not at all. I was like, yo, you gotta be kidding me. But 107, I would pay to have another bottle, 110, 115-ish, just to have underneath stored.
Which is about what Blanton's is going for secondary.
Yeah.
And to me, 107 over Blanton's all day, every day.
Yeah. Now the Weller 12, SRP for me, and then anything, I wouldn't pay secondary for the bottle.
I think we got them at $100, and I think that's about what I would go.
I think it'd be a
It's
great.
almost what I would go on all of these.
It's a great pick.
About $100.
And then Foolproof, again, I paid 100 for mine. I think it was a great pick at 100, and I would buy it at 100 all day long, especially if it's a store pick,
Right, and I think I got my store pick for 60.
which is just stupid. Stupid.
I think that's MSRP, is it not? The foolproof.
What do we got for Foolproof there,
It's
kid?
the third from the bottom, fourth from the bottom now.
SRP is 65.
Okay, so
You got it for basically SRP.
SRP,
there,
and
right?
it was a store pick.
So I paid 100 for non-store pick, which I'm okay with. It was my first bottle, Weller Foolproof, and you know what? $100, it looked good in my book, right? So
And CYPB, we ended up going to our local bourbon joint where we get pours,
yeah.
and he had it. I'm like, we're killing a bottle just between the two of us,
Well,
because I think it was like $15 a pour.
they didn't really know.
And now when we go in, there's things that are like, let me get a pour of that. Oh, $18 later. Why am I paying $18 for that? You know?
Well, we have most of the stuff at that bar.
We
at
do,
our house.
but-
that's the problem.
I'm actually referring to something that I posted recently on
Yeah.
Instagram.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
It was a Yellowstone bottle, which I don't normally go for Yellowstone, but not gonna lie, I thought it was the PFG from Bombergers. Because it was
Have you had that bottle?
I haven't, but it was the same label and everything, like from a distance. I was like, oh, let me get a pour of that.
Yeah.
Or I said, how much is that? 18. I said, pour it up.
Yeah. He's about to say, give me the whole bottle. Well, this one here,
With it being hit or miss, I'd like to try it before I'm buying it. I know that's not always an option.
I wouldn't pay 300.
No,
I just wouldn't.
no. I would split it with buddies if that's the case. Just because if you haven't had it and that's something you're missing, I would do that. Time.
330.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and WLW, we'll get into that on a future episode.
Yeah, I just put it
but
out here because it's Weller, so.
I would not go the 1300 on that. I would probably
1,000? 9? Get it for retail if you can.
definitely retail.
Problem
Since I like GTS more, George C. Stagg, I would almost say that's going around 800. If it's under 8, I'm buying. Otherwise, to me, GTS was a better bottle.
It is. It is.
Even the handy that we had was like,
Is this supposed to be just higher, better Weller 12?
it's aged longer,
Not by much.
quite a bit much. Kids walked away, but I think that's at least 12 years, which is 12 years here.
Right.
It would be the last one on the line on the board.
12.
So,
Is that,
but 12 doesn't mean shit. That's the youngest barrel that they'll have.
What I'm saying though is
I
you're getting a
understand.
12 and getting a 12. It's just a better barrel. It's just not a single barrel where this one's not.
To me, that's probably a 15 to 18 year bourbon.
You think so?
But because they probably blended 12 in it in the past, they have to call it.
Well, this is also
12-year age
barrel
statement.
proof also. So
That's like Michter's 10.
I know.
It's minimum 11, 12 years.
Yeah, most Michter's 10 is,
Yeah,
right?
it's probably a 15
Almost
year
a-
bourbon.
It's probably a 13, 14 inch. You're way over 10 on their
Right.
bourbon. Right?
But they're not single barrels; they're blends.
right.
So that's what you're getting yourself into.
But we like Weller. We like the
We love Weller.
Shit, I mean, look at
And since every time I go to Kentucky, I'm
Yeah.
stopping and seeing Buffalo Trace and running into Freddie on
it's good to see
on a
they-
whim.
Yeah, and it's good to see they
That was
got back
probably-
on their feet
That was
too.
definitely the best tour I've ever been on. Yes, they are back on their feet.
Yep.
Gift shop is open. Go visit them and spend some money.
Yep, they are back on their feet. Looks good. So
Unfortunately, I don't know if I'll make it there on the way down this year or on the way up
yeah,
for my little vacation.
yeah.
So
I got nothing else tonight. This is a good lineup. They're buys, all of them.
this is something that's been coming for a while. that
Yeah, we've been looking for this.
We've been wanting to do this, but the way things have happened, we've had to push it off a touch.
Yep. Big things are happening on the side though. So
Definitely some things coming out. A lot of ums again. Not that I'm trying to.
no, I know, but it is big things happen.
We
so.
really need the likes and the subscriptions, so please subscribe because when you do that, we can go live.
I still have a Weller 12 bottle to give away as soon as we hit our mark too.
They have to go back and watch an old video. It tells you right in the title. There's a raffle,
Yep.
and it's for this not this bottle, but a brand new one.
Brand new, spanking new. There is. It's. Say, just give us the likes and
Make the
tell your
donation.
friends. Who
Make
cares?
the
Just-
donation.
Yep, that and tell your friends. Just go. Come on.
I know the likes have been going up recently.
It's good.
The subscriptions
It's good.
and the views. The last video we did was. It wasn't Nashville, was it? No.
I think it was Nashville. No, it was
It was the
locals.
small-
The locals.
And
Yeah.
that had more views than Nashville.
Well, everybody likes locals.
Yeah, but they weren't really that local to us.
It doesn't matter, but they want to try new things.
And I reached out to this James Gerard guy.
Yep.
Never responded to the email.
No, man.
So great bourbon. I'm still gonna buy it when I'm down in Louisville, but or Lexington,
Yeah.
anytime, anywhere in Kentucky. But the Thornton, I'm gonna head there tomorrow night.
Are you?
Go have a cocktail with my wife
Nice.
and support your local distilleries.
Yeah.
If main reason, look at your local breweries and how many they have downsized. Like
We have
there's
some major ones shut down around here.
There
so,
are.
Yeah.
we lost one of the Revolution breweries,
Yep.
and Anti-Hero is nationwide.
That's nuts. That is
So-
nuts.
And Leinenkugel's up in Wisconsin,
It's sold out.
it's gone.
Yep.
They're gonna brew
They're
it.
trying.
in
They're
Milwaukee, I
trying to
think.
get it back though. The family.
I think yeah, I've heard that.
Right. They thought that was a big mistake, and then now they're trying to get it back. But who knows now? Right? They're gonna have to pay for it now. So. But Weller 12 is great lineup. Go ahead and grade it. Either one, it doesn't matter. Get your hands on one of them.
Yeah.
Right. So
And-
they're all good. So.
Special Reserve is great.
By itself, if you want just a small cocktail or just a little pour before bed, I mean, it doesn't cost much. Easy to find usually. A lot of grocery stores carry it. And then if you like your mixers like old fashioned, go for it. So
100%. Well, that's all we have for
Yeah.
tonight. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment, send us to your friends, and
come on, get us up there so we can I can get rid of this bottle. I do have a bottle, so get us up there to our hundreds, and then we'll go ahead and get rid of it.
I agree.
So come on, guys, help us out here.
Thank you.
Yep.